Alright, Shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. I'd like to say double honors to my teachers, the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, the men whom I've learned this truth from. And I'd also like to say Shalom and salutations to the elect that's out there preaching this word in truth and sincerity. I'm the brother Shaquat, one of the brothers from the branch of Great Millstone, Montreal. And I'm back once again with another lesson. And this lesson is going to be a walk and talk, going into not putting our stock into this world, right? Not investing fully into this world. Because this world is on its way out, man. You know? And this is not our rest, like the scriptures say, right? Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. This is Micah. This is Micah 2, verse 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction." Right. So this place is not our resting place. Right. We're actually captives here. The so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You know. Let me get real quick. This is Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." Right. So the children of Israel, symbolic to the northern kingdom, which are the Latinos, Native Americans, you know, Hispanics, and then you have the southern kingdom, which is Judah, which is the Negroes, you know, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? The Haitians, the Jamaicans, and the Negroes in America, man, right? So we were oppressed together in a land, and that land is America, which is known as Babylon the Great. Matter of fact, let me get this. Hosea 1 and verse 10, it says, "Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living power." Right? So that place is a specific place, is America. That place is also the place where both kingdoms were oppressed together. Right? But in that place where it was said unto us that we're not the sons of the Most High, that's the same place where people are going to come to realize we are the sons of the Most High, right? Where Israelites were going to come back to the remembrance of who they are in America, right? Hence Ezekiel 37 speaking about the dry bones in that valley, man. You know, that low land, which is America, coming to life from America, right? So that America is not the place of our rest, right? So we shouldn't invest in America, right? You also have certain Israelite camps that make the mistake of pushing that mindset, you know, owning land, you know, building up a family, you know, but those things really, they don't matter. They're not as important, because this is not our resting place. This is not where we're going to settle, man. You know, we're looking forward to the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, right? And it's not to say that there's nothing wrong with having children, you know, but the mindset shouldn't be, oh, I'm just going to chill out, you know, until the Lord comes. Oh, I'm just going to chill out, right? Because there's an end goal, and this place is going to be destroyed. So knowing that a place is going to get destroyed, there's no real, you know, shouldn't really want to invest into something here long term, right? But the scriptures also encourage using the world and not abusing it, knowing that we're going to be here, not knowing, how do I say that? Knowing that we're still here, you can still use the world to your advantage, but you have to use it wisely, right? Matter of fact, let me get that. Yeah. 1 Corinthians 7 and verse 31. And they that use this world is not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. Right, so you can use the world to your advantage, but don't abuse it. Don't be immersed in it. Right, because it's going to pass away. Ultimately, all these things are going to be destroyed, man. Everything in America is going to be destroyed. So what's the point of pretty much stocking up here? Right, where you should be stocking up is your treasures in heaven, like the scriptures say. Matter of fact, this is Matthew 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth or rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Right, so these treasures could be anything, like a career, certain achievements that you want to achieve in the world, right? Goals. But the scriptures say, don't lay up for yourself treasures on earth, man. Because those things could be corrupted. All right, those things could be corrupted. An example that comes to mind is Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, he spoke about his medals, his belts. He's like, yo, they don't mean anything. At the end of the day, he's like, they don't mean anything, right? Because they're corruptible, man. That's what the Apostle Paul was talking about. Let me see. Matter of fact, let me finish this real quick. Verse 20. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal, right? So how do we store up our treasures in heaven? It's by doing the work of Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai, right? Going to camp and doing the videos. That's how you store up treasures in heaven. Being brotherly, showing brotherly love, Those are all ways to fill up your spiritual bank account, so that when that time comes, you'll be found in good standing with Yahweh B'Shem Al Shai, right? Let me get this. Right, 1 Corinthians 9 and verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. That's right, so this ministry is being compared to running a race by the Apostle Paul. Right? Verse 25 says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible, right? So you have these athletes in the world that strive for whatever field they're in, whatever sport they're in, right? Boxing, soccer, football, whatever, basketball. The way they're, the way they strive for whatever they're doing is pointless, because those things are going to come to an end. They're corruptible, But us, we can have that same mindset, but towards the truth. You know, that same diligent and energetic mindset and motivated mindset in the truth, right? Which was gonna yield us treasures that are incorruptible, things that can't be corrupted, man. You know. So I'm gonna pretty much end it off there. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Wakakadash. Once again, I'd like to say double honor to my teachers, the apostles, the bishops, and elders, the great millstone. And until next time, Shalom.